Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Ryan Suji alongside with Mike Seeley, head coach of the UCLA Bruins, a team that went on to win. Talk a little bit about that run that you guys had at the end of the year.
You know, we struggled at the end of the year and just somehow put it all back together and had a nice run at the end. And, you know, the funniest thing about it was there's really almost no difference between losing in the second round and winning it all.
You know, Kaylee Thurlby, a former Wahine, on your staff. Talk to us a little bit about what she does for you guys and how she's doing over there.
She keeps everything funny. No, she's an amazing worker. Everything's great.
Great. Well, congratulations. Good luck. We'll see you back in September in the Wahine Classic. Back to you, Howard.
All righty, Ryan, thank you. Let's go directly to our McDonald's match stats. Chris?
Well, you see the numbers. I think the most important one was certainly UCLA playing some better defense with 18 digs to Hawaii's 10. Hawaii's got to start playing better back row defense. And the service aces to error ratio there, Hawaii with 1 ace, 12 errors. That means they're negative 11 differential there between aces and errors. And for UCLA, they've only got a negative 5 differential between 2 aces and only 7 errors. Normally, it's the other way around. UCLA usually struggles with their serve, at least they have this year. They had 23 errors in one match. Tonight, though, they're keeping the ball in play, doing a nice job, and hence they've got the lead.
Well, once again, as I said, it's kind of one of those similar scenarios as last night. Charlie Wade could look at it and say the guys played well, the guys play hard, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but in the end, you got to close it. And so now Hawaii finds itself in the same predicament as it found itself last night, down 2-0. And that guy right there, Stephen Hunt, he, along with Sam Biscaro, the 2 senior leaders, tri-captains, along with Nick Costello, provided a little bit of leadership coming out and really led those guys. Biscaro, a sophomore, excuse me, but tri-captains that really came out and set the tone for these guys.
You know, in case people missed it and they're just dropping in on the third set, I think Hawaii's playing better the first 2 sets than they have the entire tournament.
No, I agree.
Amazing offense. They're hitting 353 on the night. It's hard to do against a team, number 3 team in the country.
Well, the difference between winning and losing can sometimes be the slimmest of margins. And even that last hit, that last kill by Johan Timmer that was ruled out, a lot of people thought it was in. So a service error by UCLA to start this third set. And Nick West, who's been pretty active tonight. 5 kills for him. JP Marks leads the Hawaii Warrior team with 6. And West with a big booming serve. Tapped over. And a chance for Hawaii. Marks off the block. And Hawaii out quickly to a 2-0 advantage.
What started that whole playoff was Nick West with a nice serve that forced a pass to the left side of the court. And Caldwell was limited in the people he could set. And Hawaii was able to pick up the tip and run a transition play.
So West once again. And the big jump serve. And the service ace.
Only the second ace of the night. If Hawaii's going to compete against this Bruin team, they've got to have more serves like that. Good top spin. It came down fast.
Quiroga, who's done so many things well, unable to hold that one in.
And Al Skate's famous for early timeouts.
Wow.
He loves to call them early.
How's that? 3-0 Hawaii. TO for UCLA. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. I really have nothing to say. Sometimes a picture can just...
It could be baseball players.
You know, it could
Out
be.
of season.
It could be anybody. As long as it's not my daughters, and I'm pretty certain it wasn't. That's all I care about. And Nick West with the 3-0 advantage. That time serves it into the net. So an early timeout by Al Skates, but obviously paid dividends.
Paid off. Threw Nick West out of his rhythm a little bit.
So Quiroga back to serve for the Bruins. They set it, and what a booming shot by Stephen Hunt, right off Nick Vogel.
Boy, this arrived quickly. Nick Vogel did not know what was happening. Hits him right in the chest, maybe a little bit of the chin.
Biscaro, good serve. And trying to jam it down with the left hand was Casebeer. Back the other way. Timmer blocked. They're going to go back to him, but he's way off the net, so he just knocks it over. Costello to Timmer to the triple block. And 3 beats 1 on that matchup.
Good block by the Bruins. Big block, 6'1", 6'9", 6'7". 6 hands across, well formed, well executed.
4-2 advantage UCLA. Lofy dug up in the back row by Quiroga. And then right back at you. The roof by Lofy.
JP Marks set this block perfectly, right on the antenna. He just goes right there and posts up. Lofy closes, straight down block.
JP Marks back to serve for Hawaii as you look at the steely eyes of Jarrod Lofy. And the serve into the net.
JP Marks with his 4th service error. Hawaii with their 14th service error of the night.
2 aces, 14 service errors Hawaii. 2 aces, 8 service errors Bruins. And Hart hammers it down just inside the back line.
Hunt got a split block there. He didn't need it, though. The ball was set right on the antenna. He just drilled it down the line. Hunt showing some versatility that he can hit line, cross court. He's got the off-speed shots working.
They need Hunt. Only 5 kills, hitting 154 now. Viscaro and Marks team up for the save. And back to Hunt. Timmer at the net with West. In the cross court beyond the antenna. What a move by JP Marks. A set that was way behind him, and he kind of reached over, just knocked it over the net, and proves to be a winner.
You know, the set was pretty good. Marks, I thought, was in way too early. Although the set might have been a little bit too much near the 10-foot line. It should have been more close to the 5-foot line.
Hawaii up 4, 7-3. Swatting it straight down as Thomas Amberg.
How about having 2 middles hitting 660 or 650 on the year and 489? Well, the Bruins just loaded at that spot. They get a good pass. They're tough to stop.
And Marks out of the back row.
That was a better set, better connection, better approach by Marks. Bruin blockers on the way down as that big set was attacked.
Hawaii up by 4. They led that second set 14-10 and ended up coming up short. And the Bruins get one back. So it'll be 5-8. Hawaii dropping the first 2 sets. UCLA winning 25-22, 25-23. West with the swing, unable to put it down. Viscaro to the far side. Hunt off the block and down. Point Hawaii.
Again, Hunt facing a huge block, 6'9", and that time it was done up 6'9" and 6'8". Hunt was facing. Hunt's 6'5", but he jumps well, plays like he's about 6'7". But that's a huge block to face time and again. I'd be very surprised if he gets a lot of sets in this particular rotation. I think Hawaii's much better off setting the middle or setting the back row or even setting back to the right side and not necessarily relying on Steve Hunt to do everything.
Come on, Timmer, play some D here now.
Might have heard Charlie Wade saying, come on, got to play some D here now. Kurogo with a nice pass. And Hawaii able to get it off the block. As Vogel puts it down for the kill. And Vogel goes back to serve. Casebeer with 9 kills. Quirogo 9 kills. Amberg 5. Dunlop 4. Vogel 3. They've spread it around. And Vogel into the net, side out. Point Hawaii 10-6, equaling the biggest lead of this 3rd set. blocked by Marks, but out. And Casebeer with another kill. He's now in double figures. Leads all hitters with 10 kills in this match.
Casebeer and Quiroga, the smallest outside hitters on the court, coming up with the biggest numbers.
Oh, you see the big left hand just come around and rip it of Kyle Caldwell, and Marks unable to handle it back there. And it goes out of bounds.
Kyle Caldwell also played on the Pan American team in the fall.
So he checked that those on off Johan Timmer for the kill. 10-8. Hawaii still +2. You see the numbers on Caldwell.
Caldwell also made the all-tournament team in the Santa Barbara tournament a couple weeks ago. Grandfather George Jarrod, Hall of Fame NBA star for the Detroit Pistons. So he's got some basketball pedigree.
Marks, and right into the double block of Dunlap and Caldwell. And they put that right down to the floor. At UCLA, the Bruins now on a 3-point run. Hawaii was up 10-6, now it's 10-9. Kind of shades of what we just witnessed in that second set. And that one off the net, Steve Hunt couldn't come in, and now a 4-point run. And the first tie of this third set. Well, it happened in the second set. The Bruins are racing that 4-point deficit, and they've done it again.
Quiroga's known to be a streaky server. When he gets going, he can really be hot. He can have that off-speed shot that he just hit there, or he can rip it. Important to get him out of his rhythm.
And that time, Timmer gets out of the way, and wisely so as it sails long. Point Hawaii.
Now serving for the Warriors, Sam Biscaro.
Sam Biscaro, a sophomore out of Santa Barbara, California. And ducking out of the way of that one is Casebeer. And he watches it go long. So back-to-back service aces. And we remain deadlocked, but now at 11.
Back-to-back service errors.
Yep. Pardon me, did I say aces?
Yeah.
My apologies. Timmer, and Timmer hits it in. And Charlie Wade sees something that he doesn't like, and he gets up and has a little bit of a chat with the down official. And the official now in turn going out and talking to a couple of the UCLA players. What do you think that might have been?
I think it's some dialogue between the courts, talking at the net, some chatter.
J.P. Marks back to serve. Hawaii back up by 1.
Better known as trash talking.
Out of the back row once again. We've seen that how many times tonight? Gonzalo Quiroga.
Well, he's got 10 kills. He and Jeremy Casebeer leading the way. 10 kills apiece. He comes flying out of the back row. You know, you saw number 8 there, Kyle Caldwell, and he goes up. He can also attack it. He was front row at that time, I believe, as well. So the blockers have got to go up and respect him. If he jumps, he's left-handed. He can go up there and attack that. So they've got to respect him. They also had, you know, a future All-American in Amberg, possibly. He's going up there trying to attack. The last thing they're worried about is the big hitter out of the back row.
Nice dig by Motra. The libero tapped over and a chance for Hawaii. It's actually Lofy. And he sets Marks. And it wasn't a bad set, but into the net.
Not a bad set, you're right, by Jarrod Lofy. He had to react very quickly. Costello couldn't get there. Biscaro was made the first touch. And Lofy did a nice job.
Another lead change. UCLA now up by 1, and the serve out. And we're tied again.
Jarrod Lofy, serving for Hawaii.
This is where Lofy, I think, needs to hit it, drive you harder, tougher serve. He's just in the air too long, too easy to pass. Look at it, goes right up to the net where there's an easy middle attack.
Good job by West to get a hand on it. Give Hawaii an opportunity. Tapped over and then out. Timmer just saw the ball kind of popped up there, and he just kind of tried to knock it backwards over the shoulder and hit it wide. Point UCLA, and it's 14-13 Bruins. So Hawaii, they don't want to see this third set get away. Hunt into the triple block and manages to squeeze it inside. That's a point for the Warriors. We're back even once again at 14.
Again, Hunt facing 3 blockers. He's seen more three-man blocks in the last 2 weeks than he saw all of last year, probably.
Well, spent the majority of last year passing, and this year he's certainly one of the go-to hitters. And they go to him again. Off the block and just in. So the 15 mark, UCLA gets there first in set number 3. Hawaii right in it, 15-14. We'll be back with more from the Stan Sheriff Center. A couple of Bruin fans in here, smattered among the sea of green. And you know one thing, Chris, we keep talking about the fact that, yes, the Warriors came up short last night, but they gained so much by the way they fought back. After a while, that just gets old. The fact of the matter is, you just got to start to win.
Yeah, but, you know, I think it's resulted in their play tonight. They're more precise tonight. They're taking care of business. They're playing with a real professional attitude. Never say die, never give up attitude.
Oh, great dig by Costello. Hunt off the block.
You know, so I think, you know, even though Hawaii's been on the short end of the first 2 set scores, you see guys like Stephen Hunt making plays like that, going up against a really good blocker in Dunlap and banging it off him into the first row. Hunt's confidence is getting better, but what's really good is that Mascaro's really moving the sets around to a lot of people tonight.
Hunt off the tape. And managing to get it off the block is Weston Dunlap.
Dunlap was an all-tournament player last year at the Outrigger. He made all-tournament in the Santa Barbara tournament a couple weeks ago. And Casebeer was also a returning all-tournament Outrigger player. He's making a case for it again tonight with 11 kills, hitting .381.
What's kind of hard for me to believe is you look at this UCLA team and you think of the fact that last year they were only 1 game above 500 at 16-15.
Yeah, they've struggled the last few years. They've been young. They've had some, you know, they had some injury issues. That's why they have so many redshirt seniors. Each one of those, I believe, had some sort of injury that occurred during their career. Now they're all healthy and playing really well.
Scott Vegas with the serve for the Bruins. Cross court with the pass to Marks. Unable to keep that one alive, the Bruins, and it's a point for Hawaii.
It's not always smart to hit it hard, harder, and harder. Certainly, J.P. Marks can hit it hard, harder, and harder. But to every once in a while, pull the trigger on that, pull some off-speed shots, it really keeps the defense on their toes, and you'll get a kill more often than not.
Third set now tied for the 7th time, even at 16. Back to serve, Nick West for the Warriors. Finding that seam right between a couple of diving Warriors and Hunt and West.
When Hawaii had their chances, there's a 2-point pass. Setter's got to go back into the back row. Caldwell does a nice side set, gets it to Quiroga, but Hawaii really should have put up a better block there. Could have even had 3 blockers up because it was really obvious where that set was going. And Quiroga, you know, as he's done all night long, has befuddled the Hawaii block.
Sophomore out of San Juan, Argentina, 2nd team preseason off the block All-American. You can see why. Leads all hitters with 11 kills. Actually, Casebeer also with 11. And Hunt flying out of the back row and blocked at the net. And that time it's Casebeer who gets that big paw up there and sends it back down.
Nobody fooled that time. Nobody went up with Lofy. That was the big problem there, is that they did not respect Lofy.
And so Charlie Wade calls timeout. Hawaii now trailing 18-16, down 2 sets to none. Well, they're dancing in the stands, but looking for a little something more to dance to. Hawaii has played the Bruins all but even, but they trail it 2 sets to none and down by 2 here in the 3rd set. 18-16 Bruins. Marks blocked. They got to get it over. He does, and then the overpass. Good swing that time by Casebeer. Well, that's a point for the Bruins, and now they are on a 3-point run, and they lead at 19-16. So getting to be crunch time for the Warriors. And that serves out.
The Bruins really starting to load up on Hawaii's offensive attack. Vizcarra being a little bit too predictable. I liked when in the first 2 sets or first set and a half, he was really going a lot to Lofy, going a lot to Nick West, and it really, I think, caught the Bruin blockers off guard. Now he's being a little bit more predictable, setting to the outside.
Vizcarra gets his hands on it, but unable to direct it back in as Weston Dunlop. Well, he led the nation in hitting last year, hit .446.
I'll tell you one thing that Vizcarra has done well tonight, besides setting his offense, pretty well the first 2 sets. He's dug 9 balls. It's more than he normally digs. He goes back to Lofy, finally goes back to the middle, but Lofy gets blocked.
And now Timmer. I think there's going to be a net violation on the Bruins. And so that's going to be a point for Hawaii. And Marks will go back to serve. Hawaii down by 2, 18 serving 20. And Marks, good diving serve and a big swing once again. Casebeer, and he just keeps coming. He now has a baker's dozen, 13 kills for Casebeer.
Casebeer at 6'1", got a great arm swing, quick to the ball with his feet.
Vizcarra gets it to Lofy, and Lofy manages to find a little pickup. Point Hawaii.
Warrior substitution goes to the door. It's a set for Jarrod Lofy.
That's how fired up Lofy is. He's so happy he got the set. On the night now, Lofy's gotten a total of 8 sets. That's double his average.
And we've seen this already a few times tonight. Coming in to serve will be Brooks Sador in place of Lofy. High toss and good serve. And Hunt misplayed the overpass. It looked like it was kind of right up there, but he hit it a couple of times. A double hit called, and that's going to be a point for UCLA. That's an unfortunate play for Hunt.
And Sador with a nice serve. Looked like he might have missed it a little, or I'm not sure he meant to serve it where he did, but anyway, it ended up in an easy overpass for Hunt, who would normally bury that 99 times out of 100. He just missed it. That happens.
Maybe something, yeah. Charlie Wade, head coach, even looked at Sador and said, great serve. Brooks said, thank you.
I think he's cementing his spot there as a serving specialist.
Yeah, unfortunately, just didn't work out for the team as a whole. Back to Hunt. Net violation, but give Hunt the kill. Hawaii needs to put a couple together, down by 2. 20 serving 22, and down 2 sets to none. Got a crowd a little bit itchy for maybe 1 more set, maybe 2 more sets. I think everybody would be happy to stick around on a Saturday night. Timmer gets it in there. Kuroga, one of the rare errors. And you can see the grimace on his face as he hits it wide. Hawaii within 1.
It's that inside little lob set that Stephen Hunt loves to hit as well. Maybe once a set, maybe once every other set, they'll come up with that, because it's easy to block if you can get their hands there.
Timmer with a good serve. Back the other way. Off of the hands of Castillo goes Thomas Amberg. And now UCLA just 2 points away from sweeping this match and claiming their 7th outrigger title championship.
Amberg 6 kills, hitting .667, yet to make an error at the net.
Hunt comes flying up and hammers it down.
That time with a good pass, Nick West held the middle blocker there. Middle blocker for UCLA. Jump, that was West Dunlap. It left Stephen Hunt all alone on the outside with Vogel.
Big serve for Hunt. Don't want to let UCLA get to 24. Hawai'i needs a little defense. Good dig by Costello. Opportunity to get back even. And it's JP Marks off the block. And Hawai'i evens it up at 23-all as they go and tie it up for the 8th time in this 3rd set.
Well, JP Marks just saved Boscaro. Boscaro got a little bit too much left hand on that set. Too tight to the net, and JP Marks absolutely saved him with a nice little wipe off the block, giving Hawai'i their 23rd point. That was a great play.
And Al Skates calls a timeout. We can go back and look at that last point one more time.
Too much left hand. There's a nice touch off the outside right hand of the block. Hunt celebrates as much as anybody else in the court. He's the emotional senior leader that wants to see this team improve in so many ways. See Stephen Hunt, 4 years he's been here from Canada. Been as you said earlier, Howard, been a serving guy, a passing guy, a defensive guy. He gets occasional kills, but he's been overshadowed by Josh Walker and Jonas Umlauf. Now all of a sudden, it's his team, it's his time, and he's getting a lot of sets, a lot of responsibility.
Kind of nice to be the go-to guy.
Hackbarth, I think, is in the house. You tell me.
Well, I saw him sitting in his seat in the 2nd row, and now I don't see him in his seat. So I'm betting, yeah, that's him.
That is Hackbarth.
Yeah, it is. And
he's got a wannabe right behind him. A Hackbarth wannabe.
I saw him wearing that windbreaker earlier.
You gotta love it.
There you go. Expose yourself. Yep, that's him, all right.
He's worth the price of admission, you know, Howard?
Talking to his other half, his girlfriend at the banquet the other night, sitting with them at the Warrior fundraiser banquet. She said, no, when he dances, don't encourage him, please. He'll keep doing it. Well, you know what? We want him to keep doing it. So do the fans. So we encourage.
He's got his Karate Kid kick, his signature ending spot. I saw him the other day. I said, "Can you make any matches in the outrigger this year?" He said, "The only night I can make it is the UCLA night." I said, "Well, we'll see you there," but I haven't seen him yet till just now. And he put on a show as usual. Look how close these two teams are in hitting percentage, 333 to 321.
Well, we talked about it. Somebody's got to lose, unfortunately, and Hawai'i has held its own against this #3 team in the nation. And now, unfortunately for the Warriors, they face being swept. Set point, match point for the Bruins.
Again, this, in my opinion, this is the best they've played all year. Better than they played against UCSD. Better than they played against Springfield, better than they played against Lewis. This Hawai'i team is maturing, evolving every night, getting better and better. I'll tell you something, in the MPSF, and these are two MPSF teams, if you hit 320, you're going to win most of your matches. Tonight, Bruins are hitting 341. They had 3 guys really play well. You know, Casebeer, Quiroga, and Thomas Amberg. But they held Weston Dunlap, the leading kill percentage guy in the country last year. He hit, what, 546 last year? They held him to 333 so far tonight.
And half club still having fun with the crowd. No, I agree 100%. The Warriors have shown their mettle in those final 2 sets before falling in 5 last night, and they've come back again tonight. They've shown no jet lag, if you will, and as you look at Charlie Wade's wife and 3rd son, Charlie's got a lot of youth on his team and a lot of youth at home. He goes from young men at work to young boys at home.
There they are. They're the stars of the show. We'll give Dad a big hug when he gets home. They don't care whether you won or lost.
You know what? As soon as the final whistle blows, they're out there on the court bouncing the balls and playing under the net. You know, you're right. Right now, it's all good. We just love our daddy.
You know, it's about 5 weeks from now, maybe 4 weeks from now, I believe, that these two teams play for real.
Yeah.
Tonight's like a warm-up. Neither team's showing all that they've got, and they play February 17th and 18th right here at the Stan Sheriff Center. It's going to be a good one. The Warriors showing that they can hang with anybody.
Well, the Warriors need to play a little defense right now. And the serve off the net. Marks. And it's to West, and West is blocked. And just as that second set ended so quickly, so does the third. And all you could say is, it's so unfortunate for Hawaii because they played so well, Chris.
Warriors have nothing to be ashamed of. I like the way they went to Nick West there. They had a good pass. Not a bad set by Biscaro. They got nothing to be ashamed of. They lost to a very good UCLA Bruin team, who many people feel could be a Final Four kind of a team.
Well, they've got the players and they've got the senior leadership. And if you think about that and you look at where Hawaii, not just this year, but next year, the year after, and the year after that, oh, what this Warrior team might be as we look ahead, and it could be.
Charlie Wade's got a couple of good recruiting classes coming up.
It could be a really fun ride over the next few years for the University of Hawaii. Everybody goes through their growing pains, and we said, even the Bruins of UCLA last year, they were just one win above 500, and look at them this year.
Number 3 in the country.
Yep. And you got to figure, with everything that the University of Hawaii has, I think it's a blueprint that they, in many ways, are going to follow right now.
By the way, number 1 Irvine lost last night.
That's right.
To BYU.
Well, we talked about it. Anybody could win on any given night. Let's go to Dan Devone standing by with the head coach.
All right, thanks so much, Jarrod. Well, Coach, you know, we talk about this almost each and every night, the growing process and the maturation of this young team. It seemed as though it was another character builder tonight.
Well, you know, I'm not real big on moral victories, but I am big on the development of my team, and I think we're getting better. You know, we sided out at nearly 80%. For most of the night, we were out hitting them, siding out at a better percentage, hitting for a higher percentage, out blocking them. So we're getting better. Really appreciate the fans coming out and supporting us, and I hope people at home enjoyed it. You know, we played hard, and just got to make a few more plays late in those sets. We're in every one of them.
Yeah, and you led 2 of the 3 sets. I mean, you can pick up the paper tomorrow and see that you guys were swept. We all know if you were here or watched this on TV, it was a lot closer than it appeared.
Yeah, and that is one of the premier teams this year. I mean, they're physically, you know, they got 7 seniors, and they're big and physical at every position. And, I think all the seniors they got really kind of paid off for those couple of those points late in sets. But proud of the guys working hard. We're continuing to get better. And, again, just appreciate people coming out and supporting this team. It's I know they're working hard, and we're going to be a good team before this year's over. I guarantee that.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for stopping by. Howard, it's back over to you.
All right, thanks to the coach. Thank you, Dan. Let's go to our Bank of Hawaii players of the match. And I don't think it's much of a surprise on either side of the net, Chris.
Yeah, Jeremy Casebeer, what a night he had. 13 kills. He's only 6'1" outside hitter, but he is versatile. He's athletic. He's agile. It's .435. Did not make many errors at all. Came up with 2 blocks, and he passed really well because the Warriors, I thought, had a decent serving night. And for the Warriors, J.P. Marks, 11 kills, hit .292, had 4 blocks. Struggled a little bit with his passing, but he's getting better and better each night. He's getting used to the Biscaro sets and the timing. He's going to be a good one.
He's getting better and better. The team as a whole getting better and better. Al Skates, 50 years at the helm. Charlie Wade in his 3rd year. Oh, a lot of volleyball still to be played this year. And as Chris McLaughlin said, these Bruins will be back in a few weeks from now. So again, from the Stan Sheriff Center, for Chris McLaughlin, Howard Deshevsky. You look at the final set scores. Hawaii goes down in 3. But stick around, everybody. We'll be back with much more from the Stan Sheriff Center. Warrior Volleyball. The recap comes your way next. Thanks for watching, everybody. Another presentation of OC Sports.